Today I'm going to be reviewing the MushPonics kit from CaliGrowKits.com. So far I have already inoculated and grown each of the 6 included grow jars that are come pre-sterilized. It said on the website it would take about 2 weeks to see this kind of white growth, as you can see in the jar, and it only took about 6 to 7 days, and these jars are ready to go. To get them to this stage, I simply bought reishi spores from bestspores.com and injected through the micropore tape into each of these sites, about 1 cc in each jar, and I left them outside in a sealed container since it was warm outside for about 6 days. Another way they say you can do this is by setting up the MushPonics kit and placing the injected jars into there with the heater pre-set up a little warmer if you look at the directions, and it will create that incubation period to get them inoculated and ready to go. So as you can see, all 6 jars look pretty good and ready to go. With the MushPonics kit came with the container, gloves. I kept everything pretty sterile up to this point, and I'm going to continue to do so. Sprayed everything down. It comes with a 50-watt heater, good for getting the mycelium to grow during the beginning stages and keeping the temperature stable. One of the cool things Cali Grow Kit says they do is offer a larger air stone for better air distribution. So came with an air stone, a hygrometer and temperature gauge to measure humidity and temps, just to make sure there's not too big of a fluctuation, I guess, during my grow. Standard pump, and tubing with, as you can see here, that came with a HEPA filter rolled up, it looks like, inside there to keep out contaminations. Connects to the tubing, and a LED light, grow light, that I already put the batteries, came with batteries, all set up and ready to go. And a large bag of hydroton rocks, good for I guess distributing the nutrients from the water, and the mushroom cakes jars are going to sit on top of that. So let's get started. So I'm going to start my grow by pouring water into the main container. Got to get just enough so that it will cover the heater. Next, I'm going to take my 50-watt heater and place it in the bottom of the kit. Get that all ready to plug in once it's on. I set the heater for about medium temperature, just because you want it to be about 70 to 72 degrees to get these jars to work perfectly. Next, I attach my tubing to my air stone, and as you can see, I have my gloves on, keeping everything very sterile. I'm going to place the air stone at the bottom of the water. One of the nice things is you can place the tubing inside the hole punctured hole at the top of the lid. It threads through like that. So now I have the tubing connected to my stone, and then I can connect the tubing to the pump. Get the pump all ready to plug in. So everything's ready to be plugged in and go. And take off the lid here so you guys can get a better view. Next we're going to take the rock, the hydroton rock, and just pour it inside the cake. Fill that thing up. I didn't use all the rock, I probably used about half of it. I can always add more later. But you can see there's that nice layer of water, the heater, the tube, and the rock. All ready to go. Tube back in. Always with water and electricity, you have to be careful, of course, from electric shock, but as you see when you plug this in, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of bubbling going on inside the kit, and I can turn on the heater to start getting that warm. So as you can see here, I took the cakes out of the jars. They're pretty easy to come out. I just turned them upside down and shook, and they fell right out. For the ones I had a little more trouble with, I sterilized a butter knife and ran it backwards throughout the jar, loosened up the cake, and just simply turned it upside down, and it fell right out. I took off my gloves because I'll no longer be touching the cakes now, and you can see the cakes are kind of touching the bottom of the water here. They're sitting on top of the hydroton rocks, and a little bit of water is touching, so when it bubbles, it will bubble nutrients up into the cakes, and it'll help the mycelium grow. I attached the stickiness on the back of this light, so now it is on the back, and I have a little grow light on the back there. I'm going to place my hygrometer and temperature gauge in the front up here so I can keep an eye on the temp and make sure that my heater isn't making it too warm in there, because you do want it slightly cold, around 70 degrees, while growing these. And then simply put my lid right on. It looks like I'm ready to go. I can turn this on. It's a whisper quiet filter, so not too bad. And I turn on my heater. It's all ready to go on low power. You can see a lot of bubbling in there. One of the steps Cali Grow Kits says that it's great to do to add is add a layer of saran wrap or plastic wrap over the vents of this. It'll make a little more humidity in here, and mushrooms really like humidity, and you'll see your humidity gauge go up. A lot of condensation will start to occur, I guess, inside here, which is great for the mushrooms. It looks like everything's set to go. I'll keep you guys updated. I should see some mushroom pinning in the next few days. I'm excited. Thanks.